Over here for you.
Jim Farrell.
Welcome, sir. It's good to be back again. You all feel me all right? No. I'm not sure we'll use a hand mic.
You have to put it very close to your mouth.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Well, it's good to be here again. I was here last year. Enjoyed it. I feel like the flu virus, I come back every year about the same time. I feel like I'm always, when I'm here, I'm talking preaching to the choir, because of all the people in this room, all the people that are here today probably know as much about the importance of an influenza vaccination or pneumococcal vaccination. And now I hope a Tdap vaccination as any other group of people in the country. But I think, I hope I'm going to be able to share some information with you that will be of some interest to you. Some of it may be boring, but I'm famous for that. I didn't feel too old when I came in here, but then I talked to Russell Fife Diameter and realized I've been doing this for 45 years. Now I feel real old. What I'd like to talk to you a bit about today is the upcoming, or the now having arrived flu season, the 2012-2013 flu season. And I'd like to speak to you a little bit about influenza H3N2B, actually known as the swine influenza. Talk a little bit about pneumococcal vaccines, some new developments with pneumococcal vaccine that may be of some interest to you folks. And then my pet peeve and my constant message is pertussis and Tdap vaccine. I think I still have to give you an update on what's going on with pertussis from last year, and to keep encouraging you to get vaccinated and get your family vaccinated. And then, of course, I'll take some of your questions. Here it is again. This is the guy that says there's a hairy thing at the door. Funny, Halloween is over. That's the flu bug. It's my staff thinks it's cute to put these things in there. Sometimes I don't see them before I put them up there. Some staff are not allowed to put them up there. Flu season in the country and here in Virginia usually begins about October, lasts normally through mid-May. The activity often peaks in January and February. That's pretty normally what happens. That's not to say we can have cases that go on out into May and sometimes June. And the thing about flu, my feeling about flu, and a lot of people feel the same way, flu never really goes completely away. Flu viruses continue to infect people all during the season. We just quit looking for it. It doesn't transmit as well in the summertime, but flu virus consistently is around all of the time. The only thing predictable about flu is that it's unpredictable. It can come early and stay late. It can start late and quit early. The vaccine is usually available in October. This year was an exceptional year with flu vaccine supplies. And I think that's good news, because over the course of my career, one of the biggest nightmares is this incredible demand. We're out there beating the drum for people to get vaccinated, and lo and behold, there's not enough vaccine. This year, we've got 4 manufacturers, we've got several different types of formulations, which I'll show you here in a minute, and there's plenty of flu vaccines, so I encourage you, if you haven't already done it, how many people have already been flu vaccinated? Pretty good, and the line is going to be more in just a minute. Just give you an idea, and I know this is probably not something that's really easy to see, but I just want you to see, this is a comparison of the 2010-11 flu season and the 2011-12. You can see here the the yellow line is 2010, 11, 2011, 12. This just intends to show you how flu seasons can be different. You see here, the beginning of October, this is October, this is the level of activity, this is local level, this is local, this is regional, and this is widespread up here. Now, you can see that in 2010, we had a spike to widespread disease by December, and then we had 14 weeks of widespread disease, and then it dropped off down to the lower levels. Last year, in the 2011-12, we didn't spike until in January, and then it was only for three weeks. So we had a much later widespread season than the previous year, and it died off and swung out and lasted just about the same length of time as the previous year. My point is, 2 years ago, we had a pretty rough flu season. We had a lot of cases of flu. But last year, we had a very mild flu season. And that's dangerous, because people say, well, I didn't get the flu last year, so I don't need a flu shot this year. That's not necessarily true. If you look at the strains of flu this year in the vaccine, if you recall from last year, there was no change in the formulation of the flu vaccine. It was the same vaccine formulation as the previous year, which meant that the predicted viral strains were going to be the same, and they were. This year, there have been 2 changes in the formulation. 2 of the strains of flu in the vaccine have changed. So it's extremely important to get a flu vaccine this year, because the vaccine strains are different. There is only one strain. You can see the A Victoria has been replaced, and the B Wisconsin has been replaced. The A California is the one, and you recognize it as the H1N1 vaccine. That one is still the same, and H1N1 is still scurrying around in the country, so it's important to get that strain in the vaccine. For 2012-2013, there are no new vaccine products that are going to be on the market this year. The options are similar to as they were last year. You got your typical traditional TIV or your trivalent inactivated vaccine, which is an injectable vaccine, probably what most people are getting back there. It's recommended for persons 6 months of age and older. Then you have, which is a vaccine that was new last year, it's called high-dose TIV. It is for persons 65 years of age and older. Now, people ask me, and they ask the physician, should I get this vaccine? I'm over 65, it's high dose. Well, there is no recommendation by the ACIP, Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, that says this high-dose vaccine is any more effective than the regular antigen content in the regular vaccine. The theory is, the rationale is, that there's more antigen in this vaccine, consequently, you get a higher response, especially in older people. That remains to be seen. There's no data to support that. Some people opt to get it, it's more expensive, but I just throw it out there because it is one of the options available. Then there's an intradermal TIV, but it's only recommended for persons 18 to 64 years of age. Intradermal merely means it's a smaller antigen level in the vaccine, but it goes into the skin, not into the muscle. It's a little tiny needle, so it's very good for folks who are a little bit needle shy, but it's only for 18 to 34-year-old folks. Now, as I said before, the ACIP, the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, doesn't express any preference on any of these vaccines. And the only thing they say is if you have any kind of an egg allergy, or you are around severely immunocompromised or immunosuppressed persons, you should not get the live attenuated or the aerosolized vaccine. Looking to the future, it's Russell right there about 8 years. I don't know who was quick, but he might want to check that out. There's a quadrivalent live attenuated vaccine that actually was licensed in February this year. Unfortunately, it's not been manufactured in bulk, so it's not available for this flu season. But it will be available for the next flu season. It will be a nasal mist vaccine, so it will have limited application for many of us in this room. Are here the recommendations for flu vaccine, and I'm sure many of you could probably recite these. Last year went to the universal recommendation. For years, flu vaccines have been a nightmare. Who should get it? Who should not get it? Who's priority? Who's not priority? The recommendation now is everyone 6 months of age or older is recommended to get a flu vaccine every year. In the story, everybody should get a flu vaccine. Children 6 months, 8 years old may need flu vaccine if they have not received the vaccine prior to use. Vaccination is especially important for people with higher risk of serious influenza complications or people who live and care with them. Because many of us in this room are in that situation. Now, in years past, like I said, we did have some issues with vaccine supply.